Welcome to another episode of Slick City Facts. It's on this channel we will be choosing a town or city at random every day and studying its history and then sharing what we find with you. Moving forward, I've decided to do the narrations myself rather than the computer generated script reading. Some stories deserve a human voice, and this is one of them. Today's randomly chosen city is Yachats, Oregon, a scenic coastal town in the northern part of the state with a small population of only around 1,000 residents. It is here we learn about Amanda De Cuys. She was a blind Coos Indian, and at this time in Oregon, a reservation known as the Alsea Subagency was established where members of the Koo and lower Umpqua tribes were forcibly moved and forced to march north to the Yachats River to join the Alsea and Siuslaw Indians. Once they were on the reservation, they were no longer allowed to practice their traditional method of hunting and gathering, instead being forced to begin farming on ocean land, which presented many challenges. Despite being blind, Amanda was able to flee south and rejoin her common law husband and daughter. Her husband was a white settler who refused to legally marry her, which would likely have spared her from the cruelty she would later endure. It's unclear whether it was Army or Indian agents that eventually located Amanda, who was now living as a refugee in her own land. Once she was found, she was shackled and forcibly removed from her distraught 8-year-old daughter. She was then marched barefoot 80 miles across the rough terrain along the Oregon coast. The sharp rocks cut her feet so badly they left them permanently disfigured, and she left a literal trail of blood behind her. Those who witness speak about being haunted by the images. After she was returned to the prison camp, records of her sort of cease, and it is most likely that she died due to starvation or disease like hundreds of others did. The Alsea subagency was eventually opened to settlers in 1875, despite the tribes that remained there asking to be left behind and try to rebuild their already uprooted lives on their land. Today, Amanda's name lives on. The final 3.2 miles of her journey is dedicated as the Amanda Trail. It ascends to the summit of Cape Perpetua, and you can hike this and ultimately arrive at a statue of Amanda to pause and reflect. Every year on New Year's Day, the community holds a peace hike in her honor and to honor the suffering of others. Thank you guys for listening. And if there's any cities or towns you would like to hear next, please feel free to leave a comment. And as always, I appreciate if you like, follow, or subscribe.